Much like any other 50D video, it starts off by saying that you had specifically one roll sitting in your fridge for a couple of months, and well, my video's no different, other than my bad shots, because I'm simply built different. First thing to note, this film is rated at 50 ISO, meaning you need the entire sun in front of your lens to get a proper exposure. I'm just kidding. Well, not really. You just need it to be really bright out. A nice, sunny, clear, blue sky would be helpful. You could ask, why would I need such a low speed film? Well, in my opinion, you don't. A lower ISO equals a finer grain structure, and a lower ISO means you need more light. To one extreme, you might need a tripod during the day if there isn't enough light to get a proper exposure. And I don't know about you, but I don't think shooting with a tripod during the day is entirely ideal. Now, surely low speed films aren't all bad. One positive that I can think of for 50D is that, again, considering the low ISO, you can and you might be able to do long exposures during the day, meaning you can get one of those cool, flowy water, river effects, or a blurry picture of your friend if that's what you're into. On that same note, a low ISO also allows you to shoot wide open, assuming your shutter speed allows it. I'm not down to shoot that type of stuff, but you know, someone definitely is. And that's cool with me. Just know that cinestill 50D can definitely help you with that. Or an ND filter also does the exact same thing. This picture is one of many that shows a notable feature of cinestill's film, the red glowy things, also known as halations. I can tell you that these halations happen because cinestill's film is just repackaged Kodak motion picture film so it can be used for photography, meaning you need to remove a certain layer, known as a remjet layer, to be able to process this stuff in C41, which is more readily available to a consumer such as myself. Or I could just pretend that you haven't heard this information before. Besides that, not everyone likes halations. I do. They're different, like me. Maybe that hints out how I feel about this film. There's really only so much that I can tell you about this film, at least again considering that you haven't heard any of this information before. But I do want to talk about the color rendition. The only color changes I made were to somewhat white balance the image because a lot of these shots had a somewhat red undertone to them. And I'm pretty sure it's because I shot most of the roll with backlit lighting in the middle of the day. And well, this film tends to, you know, have red halations in the brightest part of the highlights. I hope you're following me. This film also has very punchy greens, like Fuji punchy greens, while the blues seem awfully desaturated, which I'm pretty sure most people can agree with anyways, at least going off of the pretty pictures that other people have taken. Do I like that? Yeah, kinda. I tend to go for a more desaturated look in my stuff anyways, so I like it. at my favorites off of this roll, the last shot with the white thing was pretty cool. The halations are very prominent and the composition is okay at best. It's better than the one on the 400H video. Second place goes to the playground shot. The halations are not so prominent here, but I feel that they do complement the picture just right. Composition is a solid 4 out of 10 with an added point for how in focus the trash can is. I mean, come on, sitting smack middle in the frame with the contrast of the other trash cans that are flipped over next to it, the out of focus pole in the top left of the foreground. I'm kidding, but I'm not. Saying all of that made me like this picture a little more. By a little, I mean not really. To wrap this up, is this film worth it? I don't know. Really depends what your budget looks like. I think it's worth it, but I definitely won't be shooting it often. It's roughly $12 a roll, so depending where you get your film from, this could be what you pay for a roll anyways. Doesn't matter what kind of roll it is. I hope this was all useful and somewhat helpful in deciding if this film is worth it or not. I want you to know that I do understand that I'm kind of late to the party in, per se, reviewing cinestill 50D. Everyone's already done it. Everyone already knows what it looks like. So, I mean, I said it in my Fuji Pro 400H video. I just thought I'd make something like this because I myself do like watching other people's results with any film stock because, I mean, people do shoot differently. People meter differently. So, I don't know. Whatever. I hope I didn't waste your time too much. Again, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching this week's video. I did upload a little late for one reason or another. No surprise in that though. As always, subscribe, like the video if you like it, subscribe, and yeah, let me know how your week's been in the comments because mine's been pretty bad. Yeah, that's it, bye.